Logan, greetings. Thanks for joining tonight's broadcast. All right, we'll do question messages and then go into the Q&A. So, all right, we're all set. So, yeah, the camera looks a little bit different because I'm still trying to fix that, but it looks fine for this. So, all right, here we go. Here we go. Greetings, this is the Fairies from Agartha. Realize, yes, our energies are very similar to the angelic realms. So, angel fairies is most likely a word that's not used very often. But we do connect to the angelic energies to assist your world. This is why it's still together. Right? It has not fully fallen apart. So we can, as you can, connect to the angelic realms and assist. But yes, our Garthian energy is a lot different than yours, so we can access it a lot more abrasively, you could say. This is also an energy field that you can connect with over time when the time's right. So blessings to you and your journeys. Greetings, we are the Orions. Yes, our ships are very connected to your planet and its energy systems. So we do feel what's going on your world. We do get a sense of it quite strongly and know where the manipulations are coming from. Also where the healing energies are coming from. Also, as you transition from third dimension to fourth dimension, you'll feel our vibrations even stronger. As you feel also, we do assist your healing energies. So Agarthian beings, angelic beings, but also alien beings to assist you in your healing world. I believe many of you are aware of that. But so asking for our assistance can clear out blockages and remove beings that are causing difficulties. As that would become more common as you adjust more into the higher dimensional levels, you will see things that you're not accustomed to seeing, like insectoid beings and other assortments. So blessings to you, your connections. Greetings, this is Nathaniel from Talbot Nordic. Greetings to you. We are, yes, assisting with your healing of your government suppression on your planet. There has been transition recently of a political figure. Not all is lost. Realize these figures do what they need to do, then they go into hiding, you can say. Well, this one's going to go in, your Assange is going to go into hiding, into the public, back into hiding, basically. But you're just going to realize also the alien energies are going to begin to start increasing. As you'll see parallel worlds even operating among you, where someone's like for Assange, he's in Ecuador and he's in Russia, things of that sort. He's free or he's in jail. Those energies are going to start to twist into the minds. Also, you're going to a healing energy of understanding these things more clearly. Yes, it might get more complicated before it makes sense. So you are basically grounding into the higher dimensional energies as you allow it. It is what you allow. Also, we are here to assist you with your questions whenever you're ready. Also,
thank you for being with us tonight, Nathaniel.
thanks.
The first person we have is Logan.
Hello, hello.
Greetings to you.
A couple days ago, my dad, me, my brother, and my mom were stargazing, and my mom and my dad saw a bright white kind of like flash. What I want to know is if, there was any, beings behind that like white flash, how could we connect to them?
When did this occur? If you can,
maybe like 2 days ago, 2 or 3 days ago, whenever we had a campfire.
It was the tall whites. What I can see. There were some zeta energies there, but mostly tall white energies. They were observing you. They weren't really there to communicate. So they kind of see how you would react to their vibrations. They're kind of careful who they talk to. So that's who it was.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My second question is, a while ago I had like a human spirit guide or something like that. If there's any messages from him or her, that'd be greatly appreciated. Also, on top of that, I'd like to know his or her name because I forgot.
It's a collective, spirit guide collective. I'm not sure if they're going to give me a name. One calls himself Orion. Basically, just get used to your higher dimensional self. Your Zeta self will become more clear. When you look in the mirror, when you feel the energies around you. Now, actually, those friends around you are a lot of Yael, even some Zeta, but a lot of it's actually Yael. There's a little bit of everybody, but Yael is actually quite strong. And you'll be able to tap into them because a lot of Yael are brought in here for unusual missions, basically, than what your average collective is, to boost energies of those that are on a heavier mission like yours. So they might live an average life, but they're actually bringing you assistance, and they have no idea. So, something to look into.
Thank you.
Blessings.
Up next is Kingsley, and I have his questions. His first questions, he says, "Greetings. Some days ago, I saw a fire start type ship. I connected to it telepathically. Was this of a Pleiadian energy?"
Yes, a Pleiadian energy, and that's us as tall blondes are Pleiadian also. But yes, that is a sign that he is opening up more. He's on the right path, and there's a collective that is around him, a group. Now, who they are is, you can call them the Gemini group if you want, from the Pleiades, are around him right now. Male and female energies. They don't say how many is in that group though. But something very can connect with. Blessings.
Great. His second question, he would like to know if there are any messages for him.
Yes, he's connecting to, you might not see this coming, diamond-like energies within the Earth's vibration. That he's most likely he's looking for crystal energies, but he's also connected to diamond-like vibrations also that help him with his power, meaning that you can connect to different crystals to activate yourself in the diamond energies. And most likely, if you focus on a diamond, it doesn't mean it has to go out and buy one or anything like that, but connect to the vibrations, you'll find his energy is very similar to that. So they wonder where humans come from. They come from crystals. Some can.
That's nice.
Yes.
Very cool.
Yes.
Up next is Umberto.
Hey, yo.
Yes. Greetings.
Greetings to you. My first question. Um, I know two people whom I told something very private and personal. Their names is Corinne and Chris, and I want to know if they told anyone because I've noticed that the people in my job kind of look at me funny or look at me slightly different.
It's not necessarily that. There are other things that they're talking about, like the butt of some jokes. I don't believe they've actually gone to the full details of what you told them, but there are hints here and there. So I guess technically they did tell you.
Oh well, so they kind of figured out through context.
Not exactly. It's kind of like a riddle. It's not that clear. So it's yeah, they didn't make it that clear, so it's sort of but there's other jokes they do. They have no lives, so you have to joke about something.
Yeah, I've noticed.
And don't worry about it though. It's the small part of and it's in their mind right now. I wouldn't worry about it. A lot of your nerves are bringing this stuff up too. The less you think about it, the less they'll care about it.
Okay.
Just move on. Nobody's perfect.
That's good advice. Well, thank you. My second question, what are some messages you have for me, maybe?
Yes, the Orions did come through, and you are very connected to your collective. You have been a wolf in their society. That's another thing why, such as what you're talking about, secrets being put. You like to stay secretive, hidden as a wolf being. So, in some ways, this world's helping you come, clear a lot of that. So some people do know you're. I mean, in the in the universe, there are no secrets. So this kind of helping you get out of that, not to care anymore. You'll sleep better at night. Let's put it that way. Most of the things you're keeping away is harmless anyway. So it's just helping you heal, basically. Slowly, of course.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Hopefully that's helpful.
It is. Thank you.
Up next is Renee.
Greetings.
Yes, greetings to you.
My first question was, do I have any history with the African American community?
Oh, yes. Several, more of your ancient times, even around your 1500 time period, I see a lifetime there, so it wasn't so ancient. Mostly the tribal Nigeria time. Of course, everything was pretty much tribal at that time, even ones that call themselves civilized. You're mostly a farmer, from what I can see, a survivalist. I believe you traveled around a lot, though.
Okay, that's really cool.
But
thank you.
I believe also it was an ancient time where you saw alien beings too. Like you were a lifetime as an alien being connecting to, that race, but also being, and then reverse, you're the tribal person connecting to the alien. So when you forgot everything. So
interesting.
Yes.
Is this anywhere close to South Africa?
Yes, there are some areas of that. Yes.
I see.
Yes, that is more Caucasian incarnations. Yes.
Oh, I see. Okay. Thank you. My second question is it possible to slow down time or slow down the perception of time?
Yes, it's on how much power you want to give yourself to do so, but yes. Is if how much you want it to happen. Now, people do it all the time. They're not realizing it. Like the look at the clocks, man, what time? It's just taking forever. They don't realize they're part of that. So you do it, don't even know it. So yes, you can tap into it. Now, to really alter it, you got to really, some can do it very well. You got to test it out. Let's put it that way.
Is it more common to just jump from point to point in time rather than just slow it down?
Yes, you can do that. Do what works for you. Yes.
Yeah, that works better for me. It's a lot of energy to try to slow down time.
Slowing down time would be like, trying to stop a bus. So doing that, yes, makes more sense. You are correct. So yes, work with what comes to mind. The spirit world is working with you. Yes, and you will see a gradual change. It might not be quick. It's not necessarily because, you know, but yes, you'll feel a change, yes. Just put it in your intentions, yes.
Okay, that's clarifying. Thank you.
Yes, blessings.
Blessings.
Up next is Pamela.
Hi, hello.
Greetings to you, yes.
Greetings. Well, it's been a very interesting week in the astral. Lots of dreams, but I really can make sense of everything. Could you connect with that? And I don't know. Do you see something?
What's going on in your astral? Is that what you're looking for? Or
Yes.
I see a lot of Egyptian energies. I do see a lot of royalty energies you're connected to. Basically, the Egyptians, in an alien sense, have everything all figured out. That's where you are right now. Now, it doesn't mean you are Egyptian, but they're not really saying what you are, but you are, at least you're part of an Egyptian timeline that sees everything crystal clear. Of course, that's probably another reason why you don't remember anything.
Right.
Well, the reason they bring that up is because it's like you can go to different species and not everybody's going to make things clear. You can go to Palladians, go to Syrian timelines, but you go to this Egyptians, they show everything. Of course, everything is not going to be 100%, but it gives you more of an idea than anybody else, at least from your perspective, from what you're saying, at least at this moment.
That makes sense. And yeah, I had a contact about 8 months ago by a collective, and they named themselves Ra.
Yes.
And I was very clear, and then everything went uphill since that moment in my life, and downhill in some ways.
Of course. Well, we also see a lot of bird energies with you. I want to throw that out there, if that's okay.
Right. Well, from the tall blonde perspective, do you have anything to say about my timeline, my tall blonde?
Yeah, just take things slow. Realize, enjoy the moments when you're connecting. Life, of course, causes a great disconnect of life events. And that's done on purpose, but you can also reconnect over time. So it's like the stress levels are going to start to clear. Not to say you're going to leave all stress, but you're going to see it differently. Everyone will be. You'll just handle it a lot different, a lot better than before. As for when, that's not clear. But I think you're getting there already, actually.
Yeah.
Well, what I see around you is that people are going to shift where you see, like, you might see a lion being in a person's energy. You might see a Zeta energy. You might already see that now, but I see that becoming more common over time. It might just be there for a second.
That I see. I identified the reptilian energy very clearly now.
Yeah, see, over time you're going to, it'll come in spurts, but you're just like, wow, that person comes up as like for example, a lion being. It's like, and you might visualize that or a mantis being for that matter. They're kind of quirky.
It comes to me in my hearing. My hearing is very open to other realms, and
yes,
but not the visual. So, well, maybe I will start seeing.
Yeah, just it's when the right time is. If it has a purpose for your timeline, that's why it shows itself.
Well, so, Nathaniel, thank you for being with us.
Blessings to you.
Blessings.
Nathaniel, I am Michelle, and I am next.
Greetings to you.
Greetings to you. Right now, I don't know what's happening. If I'm having, I would like to know if I'm spread too thin with life force, with like too many lives happening all at once, like parallels, past, present, future, whatever. Or if I have cruddy, gross things hanging around me or what. But I feel like like my life force is super thin. Like,
you mean connected to this reality? Basically, you're being a human, or what is it? I need a better definition. I'm not
kind of like I just okay, you know how like people say follow your joy?
Yes.
I can't find a joy. I can't find a joy to follow. I can find a not care. I can find lots of not care. Just the last couple of weeks, it feels like, and so like I've had my daughter pop into my field and see if maybe like I've had some like vampiric energies happening. I don't know if that's the case or if I'm just spread out too thin across the multiverse or what. What could you?
Yeah, well, I see you as you're coasting. Your coasting is like you're out in the middle of the ocean coasting. Kind of going to whatever gets your attention, wherever you land. So where you've been landing recently hasn't really brought much excitement to you. So possible travel energies might bring you more. It's like you don't know where you're gonna go. That just says it's gonna bring you any happiness, but at least you're doing something. I believe you will find some happiness. Everyone eventually will find it.
Yeah.
So yes, go ahead.
I was just thinking, it's not that I'm unhappy. It's just I don't know what to do next.
Well, we feel that's why bringing the travel energies, if you're interested in that, because you're kind of like in the middle right now of what to do. So
is this just in the middle of a feeling, or is this in the middle of being prepped for something?
It's wherever you want it. Yeah, your energy field's not being very clear. It's just you're basically just coasting to the right thing, was what they say.
Okay.
So you just sort of.
Who they are. Who are they?
Your guide, your spirit energies.
Okay.
Well, it just seems like you kind of pushed everything away. Not everything, but you put a lot of things away. It's like, I've been through that, seen that, none of that. Right. So you're kind of, I wouldn't say you're waiting for the next best thing, but in some ways that's happening.
Okay.
So I feel that's going to come to you, from what I can feel. So
I certainly hope so.
There might be a little bit of travel here and there, but it might not be that far. It might be just walking outside, so not being that clear, but or moving around your area, just going somewhere new they haven't been to before. Something that's not far, and eventually you'll find it. Possibly in music is what they're saying. Not to say you'll be playing the banjo anytime soon, but it might be music related. Of course, you've been to situations of music revenue, or not revenue, but yes, music places that haven't really resonated with. But it does seem like it's music related to some degree.
Okay, it's interesting.
Like a social engagement, let's put it that way.
All right. I'll keep my eye out for some music. I have a second question. I would like to know if my guide has any specific message for me.
Well, this is kind of, it's kind of like follow the white rabbit. Meaning you'll get a sign, you'll know what, it's not going to be an actual rabbit, but there'll be a sign and you'll just say, it's like something new will come into your life. It's like, maybe I should explore this. It has not occurred yet, but it's not too far away from what they say.
Okay.
It'll be part of your spiritual development, though. It'll be part of that.
Great.
So
thanks.
Yeah.
Up next is Steven, and thank you for your time, Nathaniel.
Yes, blessings.
Blessings.
Yes,
greetings. Thank you for that.
Greetings, Nordic family. How are you doing?
Doing well.
Great. Thank you for being here. I was wondering if you could definitely connect with my Hadarian family, and I know they've been traveling to a new planet, a new home, And I was just wondering, if you can give me an update on that, how they arrived there, how do they like it, what are they doing? Just a basic update if you can connect with them. Thank you.
Well, there's also some still here. Many of them are female. I believe there's female in their collective. It's kind of hard to reproduce without that. A lot of females stayed back. A lot of the males went out into the regions, space regions. A lot of them are actually looking for Martian type of planets and where they can live there unnoticed, some of them, until they figure out where they're going to go. So I don't believe they found a planet just yet. But they're looking for a Martian type of world. You can say abandoned, possibly, so they can figure things out.
Sweet. Thank you.
Yes.
And can you connect with my hybrid kids or the planet Polana where they reside, and just with Steven or Cynthia, and see if I can know more about my hybrid. How many do I have, and do they have any message for me, or the planet Polana as well? Thank you.
You have, I believe, 15 hybrid children. They also say 20 more to go. It's experiments that you're working on. I believe some are going to be Zeta, from what I can see. That has not been fully implemented yet. They are watching a lot of the political groups. They're kind of staying away from the shadow government energies at this time because they do get pulled in. They can even get brainwashed by brainwashing on this world. Even as an alien being, they can get hit. It does happen. Yeah, so you can lower their vibration just by looking at this world or listening to it. So most of them are connected to Agarthian energies at this time for healing. So that's where they work with you, through Agartha at this time. So elemental energies, wizard energies, they work through you. So they bring those Agarthian energies closer to you, is what they say.
Sweet, thank you. Blessings.
Up next is Colin.
Greetings.
Yes. Greetings to you.
Hey, Nathaniel.
Yes.
Do you and the collective have any messages for me?
Yes, you are reaching into a higher dimensional self of you, going more to 6th dimension vibration, removing blockages, and going into more like another version of you. So I believe, yes, the golden timeline energy has been mentioned. So, but basically, you're kind of like another timeline of you is coming in, more clarity here and there, not entirely for everything, because relationship area, you kind of keep that kind of blocked because you don't want to know too much too soon, because you can kind of see the future of it. You're already kind of seeing it already, but you don't want to see too much because you're learning from those connections there. So it's not something, what your guides say, they don't want you, well, you can always do whatever you want, but right now you're not ready to unplug from that. Because it's like a secret timeline you're connected to. I know it sounds, there's a lot of secret timelines, but it's like the timeline of the unknown as well as is connected to your relationship energies, as you could probably tell.
Okay.
So
that's, I'd assume, for my higher purpose.
Oh yes, definitely. It is like, you can say other guides are, why are you going through this? And other guides just say, just be quiet.
Okay.
So only a few know what you're doing, basically.
Yeah, so someone's got to know.
Yes.
Just out of curiosity, in the 6th dimension, is there a specific version? Like, is that the dragon energy, or what is that?
I believe it's more like a Palladian Nordic energy you're connecting to, but it's kind of, I mean, it's pretty much the same as, yeah, there's some wizard energy, but I believe it's more of an alien energies you're connecting to. Of course, it does connect to all the other elementals. It helps you see it more clearly. So you're basically, yes, it's a Palladian starseed. Of course, you have other connections. They're not making themselves clear, but we'll just call it Palladian for right now.
Okay.
Keep it up in general. Yes.
And are there any messages from that the Palladian crew?
Oh, yes. Even they aren't always aware of everything that you're up to, but you realize what you're doing is unusual, but it has a purpose. And this is something you've done countless times. It's like, trust me, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to walk into this dark cave and just bear with me. even if you're gone for like years. So it's kind of like what you're doing now.
So I'm saying bear with me to them.
Yes, yes. It's like I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
In astral, you tell them you know what you're doing, but you don't give them any details. In astral, you know exactly what's going on. Of course, that's not all being brought here for various reasons.
Okay. Thank you.
So, yes, blessings.
Blessings.
Up next is Colin. Caitlin? Caitlin?
Yes.
Yes, hello.
Greetings.
Yes, hello. Can you hear me?
Blessings. How can we help
Greetings.
you?
Thank you very much for answering.
Yes.
I have like not a friend, but someone who says he has some sort of free energy, but it's like electromagnetic, not 0 point or anything else. But he wants to. He's from Mexico, and I would love to know if this not produced, his machine is legit or not.
I believe so, but he's trying.
His name is Eric Sanchez.
I believe so, because I don't. You've had enough connections with him. We don't believe he is. He's just very worried that he'll get into the wrong hands, or there's a lot of fear around him, so it justifies his real ability. You know, yes, he is. Yes, telling the truth. Yes, what we were saying. He just is scared because he found this. Of course, he doesn't show it, but it's there for good reason. Due to governments and in his location. So, yes. I might be hesitant to go into
it kind of broke up at the conversation, but I'm going to find it on the recording.
Yes, but I believe, yes, it is real from what we were saying. So.
Okay, I'm going to watch out the...
Yes.
Yeah, okay, good, excellent.
Yes, it's a good connection. Yes.
I in my meditations, like a few days ago,
Internet's not doing too well, we see. Interference.
I couldn't find the connection. Yeah, okay.
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay, you have to re-ask the question, Cotton, because it broke up.
Good, awesome. If
yes,
okay,
interference.
Caitlin, I'm gonna come back to you.
In my meditations, consciousness and between awareness, because I see there are like two things.
It might be good for him to submit his question.
Caitlin, can you please type out your question, because you keep coming in and out, and I'm gonna move on to the next person and mute you, okay? And you type out the question because it keeps coming in and out. Thanks. Okay. So Omran is next, and I have his questions. His first question, he would like to know, is there a message from Archangel Uriel to me?
Yes, he's opening up new energies in the astral, new vibrations, new realities from other universes that others have not connected to. And Omran is opening up more of his heart center for others to connect to, because he's been kind of closed off to a certain degree. He's opening up his heart more to others in the astral realms. In this reality, they're not going into detail on that, but with opening up more of his heart center in astral, his senses here will increase. He just wasn't ready for it at the time. So his physical reality, he'll feel it. What we see.
Okay, he has a second question. Can you receive a message from Horus?
Yes.
If I have any spiritual missions with him.
It is, a lot of it is, you can say technically secretive. It is, yes, with the Egyptian vibrations to assist more of the awakening in a way where people find information on their own instead of finding it on their internets. People just sort of, at least the light bulb comes on of ideas. So through Horus's energy, it has not been fully, when like you call it the Great Awakening, when people are aware of their spiritual self. Really, when things are going, that's where Omran's energy is really going to start to happen. Your angelic self will come more known to Omran himself. Like an angel energy around me. Oh, that is my angel energy assisting. So it's possible he'll feel more of that in time. But he's also, yeah, in astral, he's clearing up the astral energies for people that have like a blockages in their astral. He's assisting with awakening with individuals. That's nice.
Thank you. Up next is Bobby.
Hi, thank you. Greetings, Nathaniel.
Yes, blessings.
And greetings to your collective.
Yes.
When I found out about my feline connections, I had this experience in the back of my mind. It was a dream, but it didn't feel like a dream. It was me walking through my basement like normal, but as I turned the corner, I found a feline human folding our laundry. I think I startled her because she wrapped the towel around her right away, and then I woke up. I want to know, who was this being and how is she connected to me?
I believe that is a parallel reality, and you become more known to it. So it's like a parallel. Well, I believe that is like your, you say technically like your wife, your relationship energy is there. In a parallel reality. The name Monica is coming through. I don't believe that's her real name, but Monica's fine. She has that Monica vibe around her. So she's actually, her spiritual self is with you. So yeah, I believe that was a very much a lucid dream and very real from what I can say.
Yeah, it just felt like me walking through my basement, and then I turned the corner and there's an alien.
Exactly. This is all normally just startled her, but everything is fine though. Yes. So
interesting.
She can have dreams of you. It's like, oh, I just had a dream of a human. It scared the hell out of me.
Okay.
Very good.
That's cool. All right. Yeah. Thank you for that. My second question: do I have any messages from Astral?
Well, yes. More of this is going to start to even itself out. As basically, the feline energies aren't always represented in the most clearest fashion here. As they do play even they have tribes of their own, of course, even third dimensional tribes that are very like your Africa beings, just very much in nature and not even any technologies at all. But you're connected to various versions of feline. That is one of the major blockages going on right now because the world hasn't been ready for it. But you're becoming more ready to hear it. Because the reason why it hasn't come through is because not everyone can relate to it just yet. There hasn't been we haven't seen like alien felines anywhere. So wow, let's start looking this stuff up. Here you go. I believe that the blockages are going to start to open. What we are seeing. That's only one aspect of you. There's many more, but that's a major one. So.
Right, especially with the developments that I've been disclosed just recently.
Exactly.
With Neutron.
Yes, of course. So.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much.
Blessings.
Thank you.
Blessings to you.
Yes.
Catalin typed his question out, the one you were talking with. Okay. And he would like to know, what is the difference between awareness and consciousness?
You say technically they're the same in different contexts. Consciousness is everything. Awareness is, well, you're aware of your consciousness. You're aware of, it's technically the same thing. They just look at it differently. Awareness is consciousness. Just, you can say eyes are everywhere. Consciousness is just energy flowing. Of course, consciousness it's basically the same thing, just said in different ways. Because consciousness, even if it's not looking around, it still picks up on vibration. So it picks up what's going on. Blessings.
Thank you. Up next is James.
Hello.
Great to see you.
Is there any messages or tips from the tall blondes to me?
We still have Venus energies that can go to your creative works if you wish. There is like a hall of mirrors around you that isn't, not everything is being clear for you to see where you're going, what's going on. You're basically going into a cleansing, basically through creativity right now. There will be a time when you break that, you'll see more of your alien heritage that you like to see. Unless it's already happening now. There will be a time when you see things more clearly. But so you are connecting also. You're attracting a lot of zeta energies. They come for healing when you're doing your music, if whatever that happens. So tune in. Blessings.
I see. And are there any Garthan portals around me?
There's two of them. There's one in the front of where you live and in the back. You might be able to pick up. They're not that strong, but they're there. They also want to say that your music is played on alien ships. So you work on them with that in astral.
Well, do they enjoy it, or are they?
Yeah, they expand on it. You have even if you make a short piece and the alien connections, it's a lot longer. So they say that your music, just do as you please. So that's something you can tap into if you wish. Yeah, I was saying what species just is general. So
I see. All right, thank you.
Blessings.
Up next is Lucy.
Hello.
Greetings. Yes.
Hello.
Blessings.
Blessings. You too. I would like to know. Well, I'm just kind of plodding along with no incentive.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like I need some kind of a rejuvenation boost or something. I don't know. Can you tell me is anything great? I don't know what I'm looking for. Can I just have some messages? How about that?
Well, yes, the idea is to for health, as you know, whatever foods or whatever it is that brings, they say pineapple will be good for you. I'm not sure if you're into pineapple.
Yeah, I like it.
Just a pineapple will be good. Health energies will help you. Just focus on your health. I think you already do that to a certain degree.
Yeah, I don't think that. I'd rather not. That's my point. I'd rather be having some sort of life thrust happening here instead of. I just feel like I'm in a rut, and I want to get out of it.
Yeah, even your guys are kind of in a rut themselves. It seems.
I've been asking for help and some acknowledgement or some. I can't fire them. They won't go away.
Yeah, they've kind of imitated you quite a bit, from what I can see.
Right. Well, where does the end begin in who's influencing who? That's what I want to know.
It's a little bit back and forth. Yeah, they're kind of influencing more than, they're causing the blockages, as you probably are aware of.
Well, I can't boot them. They won't leave.
I always say alien energies. Angelic energies will help clear, because there's basically an argument going around you, as you probably have an idea of that.
Oh, yes.
So, yes, there's an angelic. Yes, you go on and on with this, but there's a guide and an angel argument going on. The angels are making they're getting through, but not fully, because the guides have kind of blocked them out too. But for connecting with the angels, Mother Earth's energies can break through, possibly. It's up to you. Travel, getting out of your location for a little bit will be good too.
Okay.
That's up to you, though.
All right.
Well, technically, you need to be in springs, somewhere where there's springs.
Okay, well, that's around here. I'm actually looking for property that has one on it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't have to go far to find springs. They're everywhere around me. So yeah. I would have asked for messages from my guides, but apparently they're sleeping. So I don't think I'm going to get much from that. So I would just like to know how about what alien connections am I going to be making that I don't have now? Like, I haven't seen my big orange ball come looking for me lately. Where have they been?
Yeah, they've been. Well, I see Middle East energies around them. I don't know how you feel about the eagle energies, the carrion energies.
I love my owls and my eagles.
Yes, those are the ones to really focus on. They can even clear out your spirit guide energies. It's not going to be easy, but they can have some influence there.
Okay.
The owl is excellent too. Yes, anything bird-like can get to. The guides have just really kind of lost their minds in some regard, it seems.
I think so. I don't know who lost who first, but I don't really know what to do. I don't. I feel like going back to my witchy poo days and casting a spell, but I swore I wouldn't do that anymore. So,
well, positive spells you can't go wrong with.
Okay.
They'll bring back positive energies back to you.
All right. I'll try that then. Yes. I will. Thank you very much, Nathaniel. Blessings.
Nathaniel. Up next is Liz. I'm sorry.
Greetings. Probably.
Okay. Liz isn't answering, so next is Dragon.
Hello.
Greetings.
Can you talk more about my situation with the Draco Queen? I think I'm friendly with her in some aspects and at war with her in others. Like with respect to Earth, I'm at war with her, kind of, I think.
It's more a disagreement. It might feel like war. She makes it feel like war, but basically she is stubborn as the Queen of England. Basically, she has a lot of riches, wealth, and she thinks she knows it all to a certain degree. She's made past mistakes, but just blames it on somebody else. So she has been like a relationship connection to you in the past too. Another aspect though. And so she's almost like turned into, yes, like your alien mother to a degree. Over time, she's turned into that. So now she's just, she just doesn't think she can do any wrong at this time, from what we were saying. So that's helpful.
Right, thanks. Yep. So my second question, this is kind of a long one. I feel like I'm working to help the Pleiadians ascend or help works, whatever time, doesn't really matter. To help the Pleiadians ascend in some aspects. Maybe as a Syrian Arcturian, I'm not really sure. I was Pleiadian in other aspects, and then other aspects maybe more to do with the Lyran energies when I was coming from that. I played tricks on the Pleiadians when they were not ascended yet. I think as a Draco, I helped the Pleiadians keep the peace with the other Dracos. Do you have any more messages other than what I'm picking up about my relationship with the Pleiadians in various aspects?
Well, you see in Pleiadian worlds, the first thing that they show me is worlds being, several of them, over many incarnations, worlds being destroyed. You weren't on those worlds, but you've seen them be destroyed by just being similar to this world, getting pulled into corruption. Just so you're part of societies that weren't from other worlds, and even taught in schools what to avoid, what not to go through. The Dracos, you worked with them to be easier on Pleiadians, and even the Pleiadians to be easier on the Dracos, because they're just really just tear each other apart. So even the Syrian energies, you had to be a part of calming their vibrations out as a Draco. Because the Syrians would tear apart the Pleiadians not being strong enough. Of course, the Pleiadians are pretty strong, but some of the Syrians can be turned into psychopaths, you could say, to a degree of paranoia. So it's a little bit. It just the paranoia throughout the alien world is quite. It's still being healed. Let's put it that way. So that's a short aspect.
People who are ascending here sometimes get crazy and paranoid if they can't handle the energies.
Exactly. Just
for a time.
For a time, the idea is to calm. It's not easy to do that.
All right. Thanks. Much love.
I'm going to try Liz again. Usually have to wait a good 4 to 5 seconds. Liz? Right, I don't see it happening. So, Braden?
Okay, I'm here.
Yeah,
every time you speak, you go into the window where I have to click myself in the window. So when you speak, you show up and I can't click myself.
Okay.
Happening.
Now we know the deal. Thanks.
Yeah, you just have to wait
I just
silently until someone clicks.
All right, Liz.
Thanks.
Get it.
Okay.
Yes,
hello. I'm sorry about that. Is there anything you can tell me? Updates? What's going on our mission?
This what's going on with Assange at this time? I believe you're aware of it.
Yeah, and our government and
you were aware of it before it even happened, and there's actually some encouragement to happen because there hasn't been any changes or any real developments. Basically, there hasn't been, even when he's feel like he's doing progress, there really hasn't been. Meaning others can do more without him. He's kind of like, there's so much light on him, they can do more if he's somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
So the WikiLeaks stuff is still happening, and they can get more. They can get more done without him, in the way, you can say. So you can call it diversion.
Without the spotlight on him, right?
Exactly.
I mean, with the spotlight on him, they can do more.
Exactly, because it won't be as much light on them because it'll be fake. So they're just going to try and get information out of him. It's going to take a while. So, and a lot of the WikiLeaks energies have found ways of keeping things pretty quiet. More disclosure is going to come through them, even through alien energies, and even the QAnon stuff's going to go through WikiLeaks also.
Yes, I thought so. I thought they were part of it too. So.
Even eventually your news organizations will start to break down. They already are. They're showing it, but it's going to be a deeper dive. I can't say soon, but it's going to happen eventually. Let's put it that way.
Yes, very good. Okay. Is there anything else you can tell me in my own pursuit over here in the 3D world?
Yes, education energies that you're going to continue with that, definitely. You're going to take it to a whole new level, as you probably are aware. But also, yes, there will be aspects of travel too, because it's going to go into areas that you'll be like doing talks with people too. This will be way down the line, though.
Oh, good.
You call it like a seminar. It's not going to be anything too fancy. It'll be pretty laid back, but like the alien stuff won't. I mean, more your intuitive self will come through, and the alien stuff, that most likely won't be mentioned. But because more people have become more intuitive with their animals, they don't know what to do with it. So that's where you're. That's the long run over time. This will be several years down the road, though. So.
That's good. I'm only 54.
Well, part of you is going to feel like is a benefit. Well, age. A lot of people would trust an older person than a younger one sometimes.
Yes.
Because they can relate with it.
That's true.
Look at it that way.
Yes. All right. That sounds good, though. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you. Up next is Braden. I have 2 questions. Number 1, My girlfriend was saying she had a conversation with a light being last night. Can you say anything about this?
Yes, it's helping her go into a more positive direction. What I see with your girlfriend, she's just been confused quite a bit of what's going on. It's been a lot of stress. She can't think straight. Quite understood. So I believe this being is there to, it might make things a little bit more crazier for a little bit, but I believe down the long line she'll have a more clarity. This is basically alien contact, you can say. I believe it's a tall white energy, from what I can see.
Thank you. His second question, he would like to know if there is a message for him at this time.
Yes, go slowly. There's things out there that's causing a reaction for him. Oh, I should go do this. I should do that. Realize, take things slow for any dramatic decision making. Sometimes you weather the storm, you'll find it's worth it over time. Sometimes of course, you're wondering about that sometimes, but some aspects you got to do what you got to do, but other aspects is good. I'll just wait and see what happens, and just follow that energy. Blessings.
Thanks. This is the last one for Miguel. He would like to know if there are any messages from the angels.
Yes, there is a conversation about slowing down time. Miguel is doing that at this time. For certain reasons, a lot has to do with work, so he can think more clearly. He does speed things up when he's not at work because he's working with the astral realms and his time flies. So that's what's going on with that.
Time does fly.
You can say that's a message for everybody, but yes.
Okay. His second question, he would like to know if there are any messages about his move to Nederland.
Yes, the energies of that area was asking for him. Now, this comes from Agartha. Why he is there, I think it's on a physical level, but it's actually on a Garthian level. So you connect to the vibrations through Agartha, and that's the purpose. Sometimes you wonder, why am I even here? And that can, once again, another message can go to others. That's what's called him there, so you can connect. Now where he is, so you can connect to the angels more clearly.
Nice. Is there any message you would like to leave for Ivan?
Yes, there is a change coming, but we can't go into details of it. Most likely it would be open itself up next few months. You might have an idea of it. Change, we can't. So, but for everyone else, your alien energies are going to start to spike. For those that want it to.
Mm-hmm.
It will come in areas you might not realize them.
So we can be weirder than we already are.
Well, you have a better understanding of your reality. Let's put it that way. Well, you'd be surprised how your normal people are more alien than many of you are. You might be the boring people compared to them.
That might be true.
You see how weird they are to follow all of this that's been told to you.
Well, that's super true.
That's pretty weird.
That's really very true.
So, all right. Blessings to you all.
Blessings. Thank you so much for coming.
Sure.
Welcome back.
Awesome. All right.
Stephen would love to do a blessing.
Sure. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Ivan. Thank you, Michelle, and everyone.
Yes.
Che stato che è stato accadendo che rotto si rattagliata ora si ora fatto sta that tu giotanda rattacchiata show corsi catronia o sordonda tocciato istis catanta ora di totonda I can do not really a who you see or talking to.
That was like 20 different people.
That really, I heard more than one person.
Yeah.
That was
Really
that
was like a conversation or people standing in line saying, my turn, my turn.
That was awesome, Stephen. Who was that?
Everybody. I don't know.
Apparently so. You had the whole
I got I saw goblins, but
Yeah, but there were like multiple people in that string of utterances. Okay.
Very cool.
Mea siputu kutu te e shakata ananiata mote esiata kehem. And that's all I got.
yeah, thank you. All right. Much love, everyone.
everybody.
Have a great weekend.